They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. In motion right, that's Harrison. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence for that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. and they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brevin Jordan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
An extra point try now for Moody. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give up the middle with Benson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian Watson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now Allen throwing on second down. Able to get this one to McBride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They run over center with Benson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, a run with Benson. Dances by him. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen. Open man here is Benson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Allen now looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Brought down by Jalen Thompson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 74 yards. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Allen now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And Lance now to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. this might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. The kick by Bass is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught at the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Allen. get there and bring him down. Tommy Adebawore. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on third. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Pass at 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move it.
A leap, and he will make the catch. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Deebo Samuel with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And now they're in the hurry-up. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this down to the 23. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Moody for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's Allen on first and 10. He finds his man complete. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And I don't know that fumbles. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Allen looks to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets Gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Allen going to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Allen. That one out wide and intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for San Francisco, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.